All right, let's dive right in. Today we're tackling a question that should be on every leader's mind. Do you really own your enterprise AI? You know, we all think that signed contract means we're in the driver's seat, but we're about to unpack why true AI sovereignty, well, it has almost nothing to do with that piece of paper and everything to do with operational power. So let's start with this big idea right here. It's designed to make you think if your AI can't move, you don't own it. This really flips the script on how most of us think. It's saying ownership isn't some fixed thing you buy. It's about freedom. It's about mobility. If you're stuck, if you can't move, then you're not really in control. So I really want you to take a second and think. Do you own your intelligence? And I don't just mean do you have access to a cool AI tool. I mean, do you truly control it? Are you the one making the rules, or are you just playing in a sandbox that somebody else built for you? Okay, first up, the ownership illusion. This is a huge one. It's all about why those contracts we lean on so heavily can give us a totally false sense of security. It's this belief that because we have a legal agreement, we have real control. But as we're about to see, that feeling of safety can be incredibly misleading. And here's the absolute heart of the matter. You don't prove you own something when everything is running smoothly, right? True ownership is revealed under pressure. It's tested when things get tough, like when your vendor suddenly jacks up their prices, or when new regulations drop, or when you realize your entire infrastructure needs to change. That's the moment of truth. That's when you find out. So if contracts aren't the real measure of ownership, then what is? Well, it all comes down to one word: optionality. It's about having options. And this requires a huge shift in thinking, moving from a legal definition to an operational one. It's not about what a contract says you're allowed to do. It's about what your system is actually able to do in the real world. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Can you swap out an AI model for a better one? Can you shift providers? If the answer to any of those is no, then you're not really an owner, you're dependent. Just look at this breakdown. On one side, legal ownership is static, but on the other side, operational ownership is defined by design and is dynamic. Now I know what you're probably thinking. We'd never design for vendor lock-in on purpose, but dependency creeps in. It's the sum of a bunch of small, seemingly harmless choices that just pile up over time without anyone really noticing. And this dependency usually shows up in three common patterns. First, lock-in disguised as integration, then no exit paths. And finally, you get stuck with an economic model you can't change. Together, they create a system cemented in place. And that brings us right back to the central truth. What cannot move cannot be owned. It's that simple. Okay, so let's pivot, because this isn't just a tech problem. This is a leadership issue, a governance issue. So here's the first question. Can we fire our AI infrastructure or model provider tomorrow without the whole business collapsing? Question number 2. Can you adapt your system to meet new needs without having to renegotiate everything? And then there's the money. What happens if your provider doubles their prices? A sovereign organization has options. The last question, do you have meaningful, viable alternatives already in place? Not just on a whiteboard. So how do we fix this? We have to stop designing for static deployment and start designing for movement. And here's the blueprint: 4 principles for sovereign design. 1. Make portability a requirement. 2. Use abstraction layers. 3. Keep your secret sauce inside your house. And finally, 4. Treat resilience as a strategic priority. At the end of the day, it comes down to this: movement is the proof of ownership. Can you change how you use AI? So I'll leave you with this. What's going to be left of your AI strategy when it's really put to the test? Because that's what you truly own.